Bam! We're live. Riley S. Sevan got paid and is not interested in working hard anymore. Good morning, Trish. Good to see you. First thing in the morning. Fanny Spiegel, good to see you. Justin H. Let's go, Sevan. Do work. I'm doing it. Pre-game tug, Jake Chapman. Oi, 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 oi. I have no excuse. I was fooling around on this thing. Thank you, Heidi. Man bun alert. Good morning, everyone. Philip Kelly, good morning. I was texting with Philip Kelly this morning. Whoo! He was gently telling me, these are my words, not his. He was gently telling me how stupid I was while complimenting me, which I appreciated. We were talking about peptides, and I was telling him, hey, I think they might be working. I did 10 single strict muscle-ups the other day. And when I mean single strict muscle-ups, I jump to the top. I start like this in the locked out position. I lower myself through into an L sit, and then I do one, and then I rest. And I did 10 of those. And he basically said, hey, you should consider using some bands, like banded pull-ups. And I started thinking, you know what? He's right. Like to strengthen all I'm just excited because my biceps working again. And instead of like just going, to the deep end of the pool. Am I too bright? What the fuck is going on here? Am I too bright? Tell me if I'm too bright. I look all blown out. What is this? Let's see what oh, better? Yeah, that's a little better. So that was a good idea. It was a good conversation with Philip and I. I need someone to keep me in check because I work out by myself and I start to get all excited. Speaking of working out, I'm going to go through the list and say good morning to a bunch of you. But, my sister yesterday called me. I talked to my sister quite a bit. It would be cool if I talked to her every day, but every other day, I'd say. Older sister, a couple years older. Looks just like me. Just it's me with a vagina and no hair. And she said that at her affiliate, she started a new affiliate, and she said she ran a mile, rode 2,000, ran a mile in 104-degree heat. And she said her head was tingling and her ears were clogging up, and it made me think of the times when that's happened to me. And that's the part of CrossFit that I think a lot of people forget that is where the brand value is. That's why we like wearing the CrossFit shirt, because we push ourselves hard, and we push ourselves to places where our ears do like clog up for a few minutes, our head does start tingling, and then she does something like call me, and I can tell she's so proud. She pushed herself into the deep end. And the first time I really felt something crazy like that was probably the first time I did Murph. And I was like, ooh, this is weird. And you start experiencing sensations and start having experiences. And you're traveling into the unknown if you've never had those feelings before. The tingly head, the ears clogging, overstimulated by music. You know that moment in a workout, like if you have headphones on or the music's on too loud, you're like, ooh, shit, something's going on. I got to turn down this music. Like I'm overstimmed. And I was proud of her. She was so proud. That's when you put on the CrossFit shirt. That's what sells shirts. That's when you wear the shirt and you're like, yeah, I do CrossFit. And I always get concerned that that's going to get lost, that part that makes it so if you're not a CrossFitter, I shouldn't say I'm worried about it. I guess I probably don't care. But I think that's a very important thing to preserve. It's the part that makes it so if you are a CrossFitter, you wear the shirt with pride. And if you're not a CrossFitter, you don't wear the shirt. You know not to wear it. Just like you don't wear fucking fight shirts if you're not a fighter. Zach, good morning. Stephen Blacksmith, good morning. I'll put the phone number up. I don't even know if the phone's working. Where the fuck is the phone? You guys, I can't wait to show you my studio. I got a big, huge, I spent all night last night. I was up till 12:30. I put in a 75-inch TV and a foam wall right there. And I'm putting foam on the ceilings. I could take that camera and show you. I wonder if any of you are going to notice a different quality or texture in my voice. There's foam like going up everywhere. TVs, desks, couches, microphones. been putting in like 6 hours a day in here. It's nuts. Absolutely nuts. I was telling Dave about it yesterday. I bet you he's going to come now. He's going to be excited. This studio is kind of unbelievable. I got the really fancy $500 arms that fucking I saw Rogan has. Got monitors everywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 huge monitors. Like I said, the big 75-inch or 80-inch TV. I had to call my wife in here to help me lift it. God, the box that a fucking giant TV comes in the mail is crazy. Zach, good morning. Caroline, good morning. Dana, good morning. Vindicate, good morning. Vindicate's where you get all the CEO stuff, the no plan B stuff, the visors. I wear my visor every day. I will tell you this. I wear my visor every day. I love it. I also have like 6 visors. My wife wears them. My kids wear them. I did destroy a visor. I turned it into just a salt. I don't know if just destroyed. It's probably not accurate because I didn't throw it away, but I did turn it into a salty pile of goo. Like I turned it white. Oh, awesome. I sent Ben Bergeron a text this morning. I want to get a hold of Cole Sager. I want to have Cole on. The game's changed me. Because I just got face-to-face with people. Geez Louise, isn't there a UFC show today? Ooh, yeah. Darian Weeks is coming on at 7:30. Janelle Winston, good morning. Jeremy, yo. What it do? Anyone catch the Mitchell Cooper CrossFit documentary? No, I didn't. Oh, I was supposed to FaceTime with you. Good morning, Miss Burns. From SabbathEssentials.com. My wife, something we got from Sabbath Essentials, my wife was spraying on my kid's face the other day. So she must like your stuff. Because my kids are allowed to eat like tomatoes off the vine, cucumbers, organic meat. They walk around barefoot. And now my wife's spraying shit out of a bottle onto their face. Anyway. God, Avi had an incredible jiu-jitsu practice yesterday. He double-legged this kid that he's been warring with for a year in practice, and he just crushed him. I was so stoked. Krista, hi. It's Friday. Greg C., can you grab the soundbite from Jason realizing Rich was on to play any time a guest appears? Can you grab the soundbite from Jason realizing Rich was on to play anytime? Oh. Really? Was there some good audio there? Okay, I'll look at that. I think going rogue with Sevan, that Instagram account, grab that clip. Corbin, what's up? The Shiz, good morning. Are you drinking soda? Tom Works, hey. What's up, dude? What are you? You Asian? Tom Work? You Asian? You Mexican? Zach, love that Jason stayed on for the Rich interview. Okay, cool. Yeah, they're cool. That wasn't supposed to happen like that. Sevan got paid, not interested in working hard anymore. Not true, but Riley, shouldn't you be like, oh my God, I hope he's okay. I hate being late. Mad Marv. Started following. Is it Mad Marv? Did I start following you? There's a chance I may have started following you yesterday. Good morning. Getting some variety of personalities in the thumbnail, liking it, not just CF Podcast. Yeah. The thing is so many people do stuff for free for this show when it was originally made. I haven't seen the new thumbnail. I asked the person, hey, can you not put I don't want CrossFitters in there? And Tia's never been on the show. Can you take her out? And don't put any guests on there who refuse to come on the show. And I didn't want it. Yeah, I didn't want it to be CrossFitters in theirs. But finally, and then the person was with us for a month and then left. But I think Sousa told me he remade a new one. Sousa's like learning all this shit just like on flights flying around. Good morning, Dixie Normus. Wow, that's quite the hairdo. Brandon Waddell, good morning. I have a package in the mail for you. Oh, awesome. Piece of burnt house. Sorry, too soon. Corbin, good morning. Elise Bone. Bam, good morning. Jody Lynn. Bam, good morning. Wad Zombie, hey. Oh, so you got another Instagram account. I was concerned, Mr. Zombie, that maybe you were boycotting the show. I thought maybe I went too hard on you the other day. I'm glad to see you. And I love my thank you for my Gazan card. And of course, Colton Mertens. Oh, that's what I meant to tell you, Wad Zombie. I love this stand. I need like 10 of these. Like, if you send me a link on Amazon where you got them, I'll buy them too. I'm not asking you to send them to me. But this is the next level. Because you must know that these stands are completely absurd. I told you before, anytime I touch the chocolate dick, all the fucking athletes go down. And not down on me, I just mean down, their cards fall down. Like, if you go anywhere near that shelf, it's just a fucking shitstorm. Everything falls down. Craig T. Wood. Good morning. I never watch live. All right. Well, prepare yourself. It's different. Video or didn't happen. We want to see your workouts. They're pathetic. You don't want to see them. Trust me. Seems a little softer than normal. I'm still bumping cameras in here and tweaking stuff, but I need that feedback. Sevi, Ken Walters, some of your best work, the reel you posted of Rich and Jason and Jason's medal, timing unreal, must have watched it 36 times with a smile. Yeah. I saw the clip go up on Instagram somewhere, and I was thinking I shouldn't have said the go ahead, show Rich your medal 2 or 3 times. Once would have been enough. And Jason's so great, right? Hey, it takes someone authentic and vulnerable like that to get excited when they see Rich to make that even doable. Oh, caller, hold on, caller. My shit's not set up, of course. It never is set up. Set the phone line up every morning like a douche. Where's Bluetooth? Here we go. Caller, hi. Not caller? Hello?
Sevan, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, Sevan. Hey, I never get to watch your shows live, but today I'm able to catch it. A few shows back, you were talking about your sponsors, and I wanted to give you some love on one of them.
Okay, tell me.
I want to give a big shout out to BIRTHFIT. My wife and I just had our first son about 6 months ago.
Yes.
And obviously, we didn't want to, give him any 49ers. Are we allowed? Are we still doing that?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I like you. I like it.
And we're over here in San Antonio, and we couldn't find any pediatrician that would see him because of our decision. Everything we called, I think almost all the practices, and nobody would take him. So we were getting worried, and we didn't know what to do. So out of, because I had heard of BIRTHFIT through your podcast, I sent them a DM on Instagram, and just as a shot in the dark, I didn't even think they would respond, and they actually responded, and they recommended us somebody in Austin, and so we drive up there every once in a while. But it was just a huge help, man. It was a big relief. I'm glad you brought BIRTHFIT into the light, and for us to be able to see them. And then they ended up helping us out a lot. We were very, very worried, especially my wife. And yeah, they gave us that recommendation, and we have a great practitioner looking over our son. So it was awesome.
Dude, I'm so happy for you. Hey, I'm reading this book. It's called Unvaccinated. I mean, I've read a bunch of books on this stuff already. This book is so amazing. Imagine someone saying they love your baby, they love kids, they care first and foremost about kids, and yet within the first 24 hours of your kid being born, they want to inject something into your kid with a needle that will change their immune system for the rest of their life. And it's the hepatitis B vaccine. Absolutely fucking insane. Another thing I was just researching, there's never, ever been a study on the on vaccines in how did they phrase it? The vaccine schedule. There's never been a study on the vaccine schedule, meaning let's say, first of all, there aren't any real studies on any of the vaccines once you look into it. But there's never been a study of like, hey, you take all 72 shots, what happens to you? They've never followed a group of kids and been like, and then had a control group versus all the kids who took all the vaccines. That study's never been done. It's absolutely astonishing if you just scratch that surface a little bit. And then obviously you're gonna be blown away, dude. In the next 6 months to 3 years, all your friends who got their kids injected with the 49ers, you're going to be like, why do all their kids have ear infections and nose infections and eye infections and my kid doesn't? Why do their kids behave? You're going to start noticing all sorts of nuances and stories that other parents tell that you don't have. You're going to be so proud of yourself.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing it. My wife's sister, she has 3 kids, and they're all vaxxed up, and they're always sick. Something's always going on.
Yep.
Even knowing that her own, like our son, even knowing and telling her everything we told her, we're not, why we didn't get him vaccinated. She has a 1.5-year-old. She's still giving him the vaccines, even after what we went with our son. And telling her what we know. And I read the book Dissolving Illusions. That was a real eye-opener for sure.
Good job. Good job.
Yeah, and that's thanks to you, man. So I'm glad, man. I've been listening to your podcast since the Matt, Josh, Sevan
awesome
podcast. So I was like, man, who the hell is this guy? Who the hell is this Sevan guy? And man, I ended up, man, I love your podcast, man. I listen to it every single day.
Thank you.
And then thank you for being a speaker of truth and for defending kids and for those who can't speak for themselves. I remember when we were going through the whole pandemic, people were losing their jobs, and you weren't giving a shit. You were speaking out. It doesn't matter. You were speaking out for those who couldn't speak out on their own because, fear of losing their jobs, stuff like that.
Hey, dude, thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, I really do. It means a lot to me. I need that validation just as much as anybody. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Love the podcast, man. Love everything you do. And just wanted to call in and say that and just say thank you for everything.
Absolutely. Thanks, dude. Keep me posted on the kid. Right. Okay, good luck. Thank you. Congratulations.
I will. Yeah,
okay.
I will. Thank you.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Hey, no one has to take my word on it. I can just tell you this. Just do this. Just go to Google, look up measles, and look at how many kids died of measles in the United States 10 years prior to the measles vaccine being released. Also, do the same thing with polio. Look at the 3 years prior to the polio vaccine being released, how many kids died of polio in the United States from 1952 to 1955. And then if you make it past that, try to figure out why the polio vaccine was pulled within a year of it first being released. And then why it wasn't released again until 1961. Just look that shit up, man. It doesn't take long at all. You can go to all your favorite websites with your propaganda. Choose any fucking CDC, whatever you want. FDA's, any liberal media. Go ahead. Look that stuff up. They're not hiding it. They're not hiding it from you. It just takes a few minutes and you got to read some shit. And then just start doing the math. Be like, that's weird. Polio vaccine didn't come out till 55, but 1952, all of a sudden, polio started vanishing. Why is that? And just it's kind of, it's not hard. It's not hard. The hard part is realizing that fucking you were duped. That's the only hard part. I'm trying to follow the Danny Spiegel, Andrew Hiller stuff. And by follow it, I mean I can't figure out what's going on, why everyone's so angry and wound up. But and I didn't put a lot of time into it. I put like 15 minutes into it this morning. But it reminded me of the black squares. If I throw a rock at someone and I hit them, and I don't tell you who it is, you're like, hey, you threw a rock and hit that person. If I tell you I threw a rock and it hit a woman, or you saw it hit a woman, and then you call me a misogynist, you guys know that makes you sexist, right? It's the exact same thing with George Floyd. I know this one's fucking horrible for people to try to process. But if you see Derek Chauvin and you think he's racist because he did that to a black guy, you know it's because you're racist, right? How does anyone not know that? That's why all the black squares outed all those people. Like, we all know you're racist. I don't even hate you because you're racist. I don't even hate you because you're sexist. But it's so weird to call Andrew Hiller a misogynist because you're clearly sexist because you have determined that it's what he's doing to, like, just call it out on your own. Just say what you mean. Hey, I don't think men should pick on women at all because I think women are less than men. I get it. I'm not even upset at you. I'm not. It's cool. Fine. Just be honest. Just be authentic. Stop projecting your hatred towards black people and women on other people. Just see it for what it is. Oh, the Asian guy. There was an Asian guy in the Asian hate in the Derek show. In the he didn't stop Derek Chauvin from putting his knee on George Floyd, so he got sentenced. Fuck, I can't believe that shit's still going on. Sevan, can you get Haley Adams and Brooke Wells? Nah, they're too young for me. I'm married. Oh, really? 4 years in jail? Oh, no, that's fucking horrible. I did see, I'm tripping on that dude over at Invictus, Bryce Mitchell. Bryce, the big handsome dude. What a trip. So I thought that guy was an AI, and I was making fun of him on my podcast. And then he fucking walked up to me at the CrossFit Games, and he's like, hey, I'm Bryce. And first of all, I think I told you guys this, he's massive. It's basically Fikowski, a better-looking Fikowski. It's like the Ken version of Fikowski. He's like, hi. It's like, fucking, I can't believe he can see me from up there. He's huge. He had his shirt on, but I bet you he's fucking built like an Adonis, too. And he's with his two friends who are short, like 6 foot each. And he seemed like a normal human being. But then last night, he had Haley Adams on his podcast. By the way, I cannot believe how much he got Haley Adams to open up. But I listened to that podcast last night as I'm putting up foam all around my room, and I'm like, holy shit. Maybe this guy is an AI. I just thought he was an AI again. He's such a trip when he interviews people. I DM'd him yesterday. I got to get him on the show. I want to see how he's going to be. If he's going to be like an AI when he's on my show. I reached out to CJ Martin, too. I can't believe I've never had him on, the owner of CrossFit Invictus. You tried to call me? I don't know what's going on with my phone. What do you mean? Okay, I'll turn it on. Sorry. I don't know what's going on. Jake Chapman, if I'm in prison and I can choose which inmate cooks, I'm going with the Chinese fella. Yeah, now that's not racist. That's called discrimination and prejudice. It's like wanting the Jew accountant over the black dude. It's what you want, the Asian surgeon over the fucking white guy. It's different, nuanced. It's nuanced at that point. You don't pet the snake. If you're going on a hike and the snake has a fucking mandible, you know what's in there. There's a hollow fangs in there that are trying to get into your body to inject a venom that rests in those hollow fangs. That's not racism or sexism. That's discernment and prejudice based on the shape and size of a fucking snake's head. You see 4 boys walking down the street and they fucking have neck tattoos and their pants are hanging down past their butt, and you can hear their conversation from 3 blocks away. You know they look like the dudes who robbed CVS's. I mean, it's just like, they happen to be black or Mexican or whatever, yeah, then they further fit the stereotype. But it's not racist. It's called discernment and prejudice. Completely different. Racist is thinking that because someone was born with a certain skin color, that they're somehow predispositioned to do something, which is just fucking asinine. Yeah, Dick Butter. I want the black rapper over the Jewish one. Yeah, although Lil Dicky, I like Lil Dicky, and there's that new Jew guy that Tommy G's been hanging with. I tried to get him on the show. There's a couple cool Jew rappers. Oh, Weird Al. Well, Weird Al. Yeah, there you go. Fuck him up. How dare you, Dick Butter? Weird Al. So, I don't know. Okay. Where are we? I think Darian's coming on any minute. I can't believe 30 minutes of the show blew by. You know what's funny is those people, someone really, really tried to make it that I didn't go to the CrossFit Games. Do you remember that post Don Woolsey said to posted? Someone sent me a screenshot of it on his Instagram account. I've spoken with Don, and I don't want to cause any drama before the games, but after the games, I'm going to have a talk with him or some shit like that. And then recently, Don... It's so weird. Someone sent me a screenshot where he calls me a D-bag on his Instagram account, but won't call me out by name. I wonder if I can find that text message. But I have no sympathy for any of those people. I would never put a campaign to someone like the Philharmonic's coming to town, and I start sending the Philharmonic shitloads of text messages and emails. Don't let Don Woolley into your concert because he's brand diminishing. I would never fucking do that. What does that mean? Bipped. Christian Leon. Sevan, has your car been bipped? What's bipped? Bipped. Bipped. Urban Dictionary? Urban Dictionary. Bipped. When anything is broken or damaged. He elbowed me during sex and bipped my head. That's a fucking weird use of it. What does it mean? Car break-in. No. Dude, I live in the country part. Even though my sister was making fun of me like I don't live in the country. I live in the country. Like this, I hear roosters and chickens and donkeys and shit every day. Yeah, I think that is interesting, Ron Clark. Getting bipped does sound gay. It means you snort a popper and then let your anus dilate and someone get at it. Bipped. See, I just projected that onto the word bip. That means I'm probably gay. See how that works? Sevan, you remind me of Rich Roll. I don't know who that is. I keep thinking Darian's going to come on. We're going to talk about Aljamain Sterling and Aljo. I really am a what have you done for me lately guy. So when Sugar Sean O'Malley says that Aljo is the greatest bantamweight of all time, I'm kind of with him. Aljo versus Sugar Sean O'Malley tomorrow night. Hey, dude, speaking of professional athletes, I think tomorrow Saturday, I think Tyson Bagent may play a lot of the game tomorrow. A lot of the game. Riley, Sevan, do your listeners still send you mail? Yeah, all sorts of shit. Every mode possible shit comes to me. I love mail. I'm like a little kid. I'm like a little kid when it comes. Oh, speaking of little kids, I get like a little kid when this guy's around too.
Oh no!
Oh, Darian Weeks, what's up, dude?
What's up, my man?
Dude, did you get an office job? Where are you?
Yeah, I got an office job, dude. Couldn't hear it, wasn't making it. I need to do something better. So
you are 9 to 5 in?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
This is my wife's office.
oh dang!
Yeah.
You scared me.
Oh no, I'm not 9 to 5.
You are an independent man. You are a lion. You can't be doing. You gotta have your own shit.
I can't do that. I can't be trapped in a box. No way. Speaking of new places, look at that. Look at that studio you got.
Dude, things are good.
That's legit.
Things are good.
And I seen the great work you did on those CrossFit games.
Thank you. I'm pumped.
Awesome. Those were awesome.
I am pumped. Hey, speaking of pumped, I'm the most pumped I've been about a UFC fight in a UFC card.
You've been waiting for this one, huh? You got Sterling on this one. You love Sterling.
I love Aljo, and I saw that our buddy Ian Gary,
is fighting Neil Magny. Yeah,
and he is fucking with Neil Magny. Did you watch the press conferences? He is fucking with Neil Magny.
I did watch the press conference. I feel like it's a good idea for what he displayed right there, just because I feel like Neil Magny was just all over the place trying to defend himself. You know what I mean? And
I didn't hear what Neil Magny said, but supposedly Neil Magny said some off-the-cuff thing in one of his press conferences. He says, yeah, I know how to put beatings on kids. I have a son. I slap him around. I'm going to slap Ian the same way. And Ian took that and is basically every moment he can painting Neil Magny as a child beater. It's fucking just right there in the press conference.
Yeah,
I'm going to call him a child abuser. And you can tell Neil Magny is so bummed.
And that was, horrible for Neil Magny, but that was perfect execution for Ian Gary to get in, I think to get in his head, especially since on 7-day notice, if you can get him all flustered and out of his game. I see, as much as I hate to say it, I see Ian Gary winning this one.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm kind of not a fan of Ian Gary.
I do not honestly care for myself, but
his chick is hot as fuck.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, his wife, the one that he took her last name.
Oh, is that what he did? Is that what's going on there? The Machado?
Yeah, the Machado is her last name. And this is how he tried to make the excuse for it. He's like, oh, well, she has a son, and I want to be the son's father, so I wanted us to have the same. Then you change that boy's name to Gary. You don't.
Yeah.
What? I was just thrown back altogether by it. That is what's never gonna make him like a Conor McGregor tough guy figure to me. Like, you took your wife's name. You're not a tough guy.
Dick Butter weighs in. What a cuck.
I know, straight.
Jeez Louise.
Up, dude. That's fucking wild.
This Aljo fight with Sean O'Malley, everything in me wants to say that Aljo is going to completely destroy him, except the fact that Sean did look good against
Peter Young.
Yes, sir, him.
I know. He looked way better defending shots than I thought he would. But
when you say shots, you mean takedowns?
Yeah. I will say, like, the number one thing though about Aljo is, he's a vice grip when he grabs you on the ground. Like, he wraps his legs and he tries to not let you go, like really a human backpack. So, we'll see. We'll see. Peter Yan, the first fight with Aljamain Sterling, beat him like he stole something. So it puts it an interesting fight for sure.
And then the first fight, which I can't even believe too, is on the card, is Chito Vera is fighting Pedro Munoz. That's going to be insane.
Oh yeah.
And Chito Vera is the only guy that's beat O'Malley, and I'm going to give him that win, even though O'Malley says it wasn't a win. I think he fucked him up.
He kicked him until his leg didn't work. That's so you know what I mean? Like, you got hurt. You weren't supposed to get hurt, so. That's a win. I feel like, and I haven't seen Chito Vera fight in a long time. I feel like last one he fought was Dominic Cruz, correct?
Let me
in
pull
San
it up.
Diego.
Let's look. You're probably right. Marlon Vera. What do I look up? Sherdog. Marlon Vera.
Yeah, your dog will have it.
Okay, let me see. Where is it? Where are you? Give me 1 second. Sorry. Is that where the fuck are your stats, dude? How come I can't get your stats? How you been? Are you still cutting hair?
Always. Still.
Good.
I got actually a fight set for September 22nd as well.
Oh, with what organization?
LFA.
Oh.
I actually been trying to find fights like crazy, but guys have just been like refusing to fight me.
At what weight? 85?
185.
Holy shit. Marlon Vera, he fought Corey Sandhagen last.
Oh, yes, he did. I forgot about that in Las Vegas.
Crazy. It went the distance though, huh?
Uh-huh. Oh, did he lose?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
March 25th. I don't remember that fight either for some reason.
I don't remember that fight at all.
Beat Dominic Cruz, Rob Font, Frankie Edgar. I mean, 3 great wins.
Yeah.
And then beat Sean O'Malley, and then lost to Jose. But beat Sean O'Malley 4 years ago.
But he lost to Jose Aldo or what?
Yeah. Then he lost to Aldo, in a decision. Yeah. No one puts. I'm starting to think that Cheetah's never been knocked out.
Knocked out.
Yeah.
And with 20 wins, I mean that's amazing. Never to be asleep. That'll be a fun little fight then.
I heard some stat yesterday. Let me see if I can pull it up. Aljamain Sterling. That in Aljamain Sterling's 3rd UFC fight, he fought a number 6 ranked dude, and that's basic. And basically that was it for him. That fucked him. Ever since then, he's only fought great dudes.
Really?
Yeah, I think he might be. I think that fight with Peter Yan really fucked his reputation. But really, dude, like,
yeah,
he might be one of the great. He really say it again.
I said he's been having like a good fight career until that fight.
And he's gonna. I think he's gonna go down as one of the greats of all time.
Oh yeah, he'll have to. The main reason that I want him to win this fight is because I want to see what he does at 45 when he goes fights Volkanovski.
That'll be crazy.
That'll be insane.
I want to see what Volkanovski's going to do with him too. So he beat Cody Stademan, Jimmy Rivera, Pedro Munoz, Corey Sandhagen, Peter Yan, T.J. Dillashaw, Henry Cejudo. That's a pretty fucking gnarly win streak.
I will say this though, T.J. Dillashaw was on one arm.
Right.
And so I'm not going to give him as much credit for that as he should get. But
that was hard to watch.
I mean, beating Corey Sandhagen, as we see in itself, is pretty crazy. I mean, Corey Sandhagen's doing damage to a lot of people that are in the top 10 in the UFC.
Where's your LFA fight?
Minnesota. Prior Lake, Minnesota.
Is it on UFC Fight Pass?
Yeah.
And what's the day? What's the date?
It'll be September 22nd.
Hey, has the UFC ever reached back out to you for any like last minute fights?
No, because like I don't have a management team right now. I put quits to all of them. I just separated myself and I don't know, trying to get my stock up and try to make me the best prospect I can be, like I was when I was 5-0 and winning fights. And then, I'll jump back in there.
But when they wouldn't reach out to you ever directly, like if they needed a fight, like with 2 weeks notice, they wouldn't reach out to you directly and be like, "Hey, Darian."
No, not unless you're John Jones. They don't.
Wow, they only fuck with agents. So it's a kind of a racket. It's a boys' club.
Yeah.
Or girls' club.
You have to have an agency in order for them to get a hold of you or contact you or whatnot. I mean, but like I say, I get this finish in LFA. I get about 2 more, 3 more, maybe 1 more this year, and then 2 more next year. I mean, I don't think they can refuse me. I need to, and I would like to go back to UFC just because I have, some unfinished business. I mean, I know they have like, people have been telling me like, oh, there's PFL out there, there's Bellator. Why don't you want to do those? Well, it doesn't matter like if it's true or not. In the society and in the media world, when you fight the UFC and you win in the UFC, you're the greatest fighter in the world. Period.
I agree.
You're part of those. You're part of that greatest fighter in the world club. Not dotting anybody else who fights in PFL and who, I'm not. It's just the organization's name has held so much weight for so long that you just. I mean, it's gotta be done. I gotta go there. I gotta dominate. And then I'm willing to, wherever my career takes me, it takes me there. But I have to dominate in the UFC. It's already been a dream of mine. It's been in my head. It's been, a little stint on my timeline of my career. And so I gotta go dominate.
Jeremy Eat World, as another black man, I will represent you, Darian. Well, that's very nice of you, Jeremy.
Appreciate you, big dog.
But Darian, aside, whatever you think about agents, wouldn't it be cool if you had one? Because doesn't the UFC do that? That is a possible outcome, right? You stay in fight shape ready, someone cancels, and it's a good way to get it. Yeah. Okay, Darian, you're in.
Yeah. And yes, it is. And I mean, once I've separated myself from my first agency, I did, I talked to some agencies. I've looked at some, and I even have interest in one agency as well. We're just talking back and forth, we're trying to get some stuff set around, I like to fill them out. I want to fill them out this time. Last time I took an agency and I was young in the game and I didn't care, I'm like, all right, bet. This is what you're supposed to have. You're supposed to have an agency. They're going to get you bigger fights. Let's go. I didn't take into consideration how they treat fighters or what kind of personal relationship they would have with them. And I don't need a personal relationship with the management team, but I need to know like, oh, when I am getting ready for a fight or when they're looking for me a fight, they're looking for my best interest, not, oh, let's just put him here because it'll be a good name for the company.
Sarah Cooper, is this a UFC guy? This was a UFC guy.
Was a UFC guy. And now we're on our road back up. We fell off the ladder and we got to climb back up.
Patrick Clark, Darian, I don't think you need an agency. You just need someone to rep you who has your best interest in mind and not their own.
True, but I feel like, what you said, Sevan, it's the agency we need is so that the UFC can get in contact with me, Right. It'd be, I mean, everyone doesn't have the, UFC's number, you know what I'm saying? And these top organizations, like the Dark Side and First Round Management, stuff like that, they all have.
There's an agency called the Dark Side?
That's who I was with, Iridium. That's what they're called, the Iridium. They say, welcome to the Dark Side.
Jeez Louise.
I know.
There was a fight recently. I'm trying to figure out which fight it was. It was a little short black guy. He was undefeated. He may have even been like the LFA champ or something. God, he had to come in and fight a killer. Oh, fuck. Who was that?
Little short black guy.
It was like a 185 fight. He was like 5'8". Did he fight Izzy or so? Who the fuck did he fight? And he got fucking...
Oh, no. He fought Bo Nickel.
Oh, yeah, that poor guy. Yeah. Oh, my God. I felt horrible for that guy.
Not only that, like, I felt way more horrible because of the way he displayed himself. And then...
He was undefeated going into that fight.
And then he's like, I knock people off. I kill all the hype. And then just got creamed in the first, what was it, minute 45?
It was bad.
It was quick, and you got put down with hands by Bo Nickel, who's a collegiate wrestler.
That was was that UFC 292?
Yeah, I think so. Or
oh no, that's this one coming up. Hold on.
No, I think it was UFC 290.
There's 291.
It was 2 of them ago.
Oh, it was? Let me see
Mhm.
if I can. But so does that guy is that guy still in the UFC? Does he get like a 2-fight Oh yeah, Val Woodburn. He was 7-0.
Yeah, it depends on like. I mean, I guess it depends on what his management team argued for the contract. You know, and I mean, I would think, yeah, he probably does. You know, once the UFC calls you up for that first fight and you take it on short notice, they kind of give you like a pass. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, no matter how this fight goes, we'll give you another one. You know what I mean? But because he got knocked out so devastatingly, I don't know.
Hey, this guy Damon Blackshear, I think he fought last week,
That's my guy.
and he did a twister on the dude, right? That's the guy.
Yes. He freaking tried to rip him in half. That was crazy. And I think it said only the second twister ever done in the UFC where someone tapped out. Third, yeah. Crazy. You know, I actually trained with him a lot at Jackson Wink. Before he was in the UFC. He's a dog. He's always in shape. You know how you get those fighters who, oh, if I don't have a fight, you know, I kind of not as cut as I once was. This dude is always shredded.
I don't know that, but I'll take your word on it. You're the only fighter I know.
We always get fat.
Hey, what about the fact that he fought last week? If he wins this week, he will automatically be in some sort of weird club, right?
Yeah,
two fights in 2 weeks. That puts you in sort of some rarefied air, right?
That's a Hamzat Chimaev type shit.
And then he kind of has to, right? If he wins, he kind of has to fight in the next couple months and just go for a third win, and then kind of like the hype train's there. And
the hype train's there.
Yeah.
He will be looked at as a bad dude.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I feel like he can at least. Well, this guy seems like a pretty tough guy, but I feel like he can beat him. You know what I mean? Especially, I mean, he didn't take much damage in the last fight he was in, and if he just went straight back to training as he does, I mean, the only thing he has to do is, I mean, keep his mind focused right. You know what I mean? Don't focus on the fact you just fought last week. Like some fighters will give themselves a benefit of the doubt. Oh, I fought last week. It's fine. I just jumped in for this fight. Blah blah blah. Like no, you got to make sure. Like, oh, I came to beat this dude up too. This is just another win for me. So I'm excited. I'm actually excited about the Wei Ling fight on that card too.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, one quick thing before we leave this, Jeff Neal and Neil Magny. I still get those dudes confused. It's so funny because they both have Neil in their name and they're both kind of like lanky, but it's funny that he went from Jeff Neal to Neil Magny.
Yeah, that is hilarious. They do. That is similar.
Yeah. Zhang versus Lemos. Lemos is tough.
I'm gonna let you know. I think Jeff Neal would have put Ian Gary in the grave.
Good. Really?
I really do. Because, I mean, for one, he hits like a brick. You know what I'm saying? And Ian Gary's good at shifting and jabbing and moving out the way, but I really think Jeff Neal would have just freaking, smacked him with something that he's never been even hit with before in his life. You know, and I don't know. A lot of fighters that's been fighting Gary, I feel like they just turn into like sticks in the mud. I don't understand why they let him hit him so much. Why their hands are down. They know he's going to just jab and throw the two, you know, and I don't know. See, I got to go to the UFC for that reason too. I got to beat that guy up.
I know. I would love it if you got a rematch. Blade Walker, how close can you stay? This is a great question. How close can you stay to fight shape before you're at the point of diminishing returns?
I'd say, I don't know. I mean, it might be different for every fighter, but I mean, it's not long. I mean, in fight shape, which means like fight ready. I mean, I'd say like months at a time because the type of training it takes to stay at that shape is, I mean, it's hard on your body. You'll start to get injuries now because your muscles are just tired and wore down, you know what I mean? And they need a break. I guess if you do it healthily wise, where you're taking small breaks in between, like 2 days at a time in between to rest, I guess you could do it for 6 months, but it'd be hard.
Hey, do you have that discipline to rest, or can you just not stay out of the gym?
I can't say out of the gym, but like, I my resort to resting is I'll lift weights instead of like do the hard MMA training. You know,
Okay.
like I'll be like, oh, bed, well, we're gonna do like some hang cleans, some squats, and some stuff like that. That'll be a rest for me because it's not exerting my body to the highest peak for an hour and a half.
Right.
Yeah.
CrossFitters are like that too. They're like, it's a rest day, and then they're out like running a 5K.
Yeah.
Like, what?
No, CrossFitters are insane.
Yeah.
How
Hey,
do they
did you?
keep such low body fat? That's really crazy that CrossFitters can keep their body fat as low as they do.
I'm starting to realize too that also like our sport is like a what you would call like a, maybe all sports like this is an eating disorder sport. Like all like pretty much everyone like, and I say that kind of with like some drama and half joking, but like our sport at the foundation of our pyramid is nutrition. And so everyone's always fucking with their nutrition, whether it's to fast, and everyone wants to look good. So there's this weird,
Yeah.
you know, especially if you're competing, you don't want to be out there with your fucking. Not everyone can pull off Tyson Fury.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
no. And that's what I'm saying. Like, but see, like CrossFitters, you guys must do it to a different extent because MMA fighters, once we're out of a fight, I mean, we are not dietitians at all. We are sloppy. Let me get a burger. I'm a fat piece of crap to eat, you know what I mean? And then we still train. But that's why you see UFC fighters and stuff like that when they're in the gym and not getting ready for a fight, how much bigger they look, you know what I'm saying? Their stomach poking out of their shirt, and they're just like freaking Michael Chandler. He gets up to 210 pounds. He fights 155.
And he's short.
And he's short. 210 pounds? That's, I mean, you are just not caring what you ingest. Like
Derek Lewis looks like a supermodel compared to Tyson Fury.
Boy, Derek Lewis shaped up, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
He really did. Yeah, I think he's looked the best he's ever had. And not only that, I wonder if they did that so that he'd have the mobility to do something like that flying knee that he ended the fight with. That was.
I do not like Derek Lewis's celebration when he hits.
Oh, yeah.
I hate that shit. I hate
Really?
fucking Justin Gaethje's celebration. Yeah. If I'm fucking Justin Gaethje's mom, I fucking spank him. Or if I'm Derek Lewis's wife, I spank him. Don't, like, because, dude, we saw that fucking light heavyweight from Brazil who was on a tear to win fucking fight John Jones.
Yeah.
And he fucking just fell back one time. And he fucking blew out his shoulder, and he's never been the same. What's that guy's name? Skywalker? Johnny Walker.
Johnny Walker, yeah.
Yeah. One simple celebration falls on his back. Do you remember that? He puts his hands out and just rolled onto his back, and fucking he's never the same fighter. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
fuck that.
I think Justin Gaethje's is something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, back flipping off the cage, like you could really blow yours.
And Derek Lewis hits the cage, the bottom of the cage so hard he falls to the ground and goes like that. I'm like, dude.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I like that. I like the piece. I like the piece. I thought about doing that one time after I fight. Like it's so, I don't know. It's just unique thing to do. It's funny. He's a funny guy too.
The height difference between Aljo and Sugar Sean, first guy that Aljo has fought with a longer reach than him in his entire career. What are your thoughts on that? Does that make a difference?
I think that's going to be a massive thing for Sean O'Malley. Like he's gonna touch Aljo up a lot, and Aljo's gonna have to shoot from a far distance. But I mean, I didn't see like the height difference didn't look crazy to me at the weigh-ins. Did it look crazy to you at the weigh-ins? I feel like there was.
It's a head. It's
the full head. You think,
dude? It's fucking a lot, dude. Let me see if I can click. 5'6" versus 5'9". No, I guess not. 3 inches.
Yeah, I didn't think it looked stupid crazy, but he will have a longer reach, and I mean, if I was Sean O'Malley, I'd wait for the freaking running the knee right when he goes in for a shot. I mean, if he can land a couple knees as he goes in for a shot, I'd feel like That'd be great. And I mean, Sean O'Malley's game might be way better than it was when he fought Peter Yan on wrestling. You know, he may be able to, you know, get out of some exchanges very well himself. I mean, he did a good job not letting Peter Yan rough him up.
When you think of unorthodox fighters like a Dominic Cruz, you kind of I put Aljo in there. His striking is bizarre.
His striking is bizarre, and he's ridiculous.
I put him in there with Tony Ferguson, and he's a tornado in the first fucking 2 minutes of a fight.
He's ridiculously quick, and he's ridiculously conditioned. Like,
yeah,
he can go at a high pace and not feel like he's gassed. And I mean, yeah,
and his training partner, I'm not usually I usually don't judge a guy by his training partner, but his training partner, like, who the fuck? I mean, his training partner is gonna be the champ.
Is number 2, yeah. Seriously.
Yeah, I mean, that dude is fucking wild.
He is too, yeah. And I mean, and what is his name? Mirabig?
Yeah, Merab or something, Gilashvili or something. He's gnarly. He's always got a smile on his face, and he's just ready. He's like the good version of who's the 171er who's always got like the skanks with him and selling like energy drinks and gambling sites.
Kobe Covington?
Kobe Covington, yeah. Have you ever seen Merab when he poses with chicks? They're like dirty-toed hippie chicks. There's like 4 or 5 of them. They got a little extra chub on him, and he's always like smile. Instead of acting hard, he's acting like he's like on LSD and shit. You never seen any of those?
I've never seen that.
Oh, he's awesome, dude. I love his shit. Those chicks probably have hair under their armpits. He's so good.
Yeah. I had that. All those foreign women do. They don't care about shaving their armpits.
Do you think it's going to be? So you think the reach is going to be a huge advantage
for Sean O'Malley? Yeah, but I mean, still, me saying that, there's a 1 in 5 chance I feel like Sean wins this fight. I mean, like we said, Aljo has a crazy record of fighting top guys since the very beginning of his career. I mean, he's been in the spotlight for.
Oh, he got a phone call.
Yeah, he's been in the spotlight for 10 plus years. He's strong. He's fast. I mean, he's a devastating person. I mean, and I don't know. I mean, we're going to have to see. I mean, I really don't see Sean O'Malley winning this, but maybe he comes out, shocks the world. You know who will be happy if Sean O'Malley wins?
Who?
Dana White.
Oh, really?
Dana White will be ecstatic that Sean O'Malley wins. If you watch Dana White, he has just a few people in the UFC that he does that with. He has Conor McGregor. We all know that that's his child. You know what I'm saying? He loves Conor McGregor. He likes Sean O'Malley because he likes the crazy attention-seeking wow factor of a fighter. You know, Aljo is a wrestler first. You know what I'm saying? And then he'll bang. So it's not like, oh, it's going to be super exciting fight every time he fights. Sean O'Malley tries to make it a super exciting fight every time he fights. He tries to knock him out with the right hand. He points at him, you know, while he's laughing, blah, blah, blah. He's like that with Nate Diaz as well. He loves, you know, Nate Diaz. He likes show people. So he wants Sean O'Malley to have that belt. He wants that because that crowd factor will just shoot through the roof. And there's so many more people that like Sean O'Malley than that like Aljo.
I feel like Aljo's stock has gone way up since he beat Peter Yan the second time, and since he put down Cejudo.
I will say, yeah, I feel like that, but I still feel like it's not where Sean O'Malley's is. Aljo lost a lot of credit after that first performance
with Peter Yan.
Yeah, the fake crying, and then literally 45 minutes later, you're on ESPN like, yeah, I'm the champ, baby, you know? Talking about, but you were just crying in the ring like, I don't want to win this way. I'm the champ. Let's go. I mean, it took a lot of people. It was a cringe factor for a lot of people. So I feel like his stock has gone down, and Dana White knows that. And I mean, Sean O'Malley is like, that's what the kids want to see. You know, people from age 17. I hear it in my barbershop all the time. People from age 17 to 22. That's all they talk about. Oh, yeah, well, the best fighter in the UFC, Sean O'Malley.
Oh, shit.
Because they can relate to him. He has rainbow hair. He smokes weed. He's tatted up. They're like, this is our freaking idol. Like,
oh, you're breaking my heart. You're breaking my heart.
I'm telling you, that's how it is, and I hear it every day in the barbershop.
I want Aljo. I hope Aljo just fucking ragdolls him. I did hear Sean O'Malley say, he's like, hey, our entire game plan is to not let this guy grab me.
Yeah, but how much longer? How
I think that's true. Would he really say that if it's true?
But how long can you keep somebody away if as athletic as Aljo? You can't. There's no way he's not going to just grab him once. There's no way. He knew that game plan for Peter Yan, but he didn't. I mean, Peter Yan still got a hold of him, ragdolled him, cracked him in the mouth. And it's safe to say Peter Yan's not as athletic as Aljo.
Peter Yan and Cejudo, I think Peter Yan beat Sugar Sean when they fought. I can't really give that fight.
I agree. Yes,
O'Malley.
I agree 100%.
I just can't see anyone stopping besides Volkanovski. I can't see anyone stopping Aljo. You know who else I'd like to see Aljo? Could Aljo fight? I'd love to see Aljo fight. Who's the Hawaiian dude? Who fought Connor? Went the distance. The guy, he was the best in his weight class at 145 of all time. Fuck, what's his
Hawaiian?
name? Volkanovski beat him 2 or 3 times. Went the distance.
Max Holloway.
Holloway. I'd like to see Holloway and Aljo go.
Oh, I think that'd be dope, but I think Max Holloway touches him up.
Really?
Well,
yeah.
Only reason, because that's a real size difference. Like, I think Max Holloway is like 5'11", maybe almost 6 foot, and Max
has great takedown defense, but also Aljo. I just don't think. I think Aljo might be the best wrestler in the UFC right now. No one can get away from him. Once he grabs you, it's fucked.
Besides, who's the one? Bo. But no, I was saying, who's the Khabib's guy?
Oh, Islam.
Yeah, maybe besides him. I mean, actually, no. I'm sorry. I put it all. Khamzat Chimaev is the best wrestler in the UFC.
Really? It really is like that?
I mean, he's just. Yeah, I mean, he's just like that, dude. He grabs a hold of people. It's hard for them to get off. The only person I've ever seen get Khamzat off is Gilbert Burns.
Oh.
And I think only reason that Gilbert Burns got up from those takedowns is because Khamzat wanted to show people that he could bang, and Gilbert Burns was the one to do it with. And so I don't think he tried to hold on to those shots as much as he did. I mean, look how he did Kevin Holland. I didn't even know Kevin Holland was that high of a belt in jiu-jitsu. I think he's like a brown or black belt. And he did Kevin Holland something vicious in just 38 seconds, you know. So that was crazy. It was crazy, dude.
There was this. So let me ask you just to pick one, and then I'll ask you one more question. Aljamain Sterling, Sean O'Malley. Who's your pick?
Aljo. I gotta go Aljo.
And the longer the fight goes, do you still go with Aljo?
I go with Aljo even more. Yeah, okay. The longer the fight goes, I don't think Sean O'Malley has a tank for 5 rounds at all.
Okay. This guy that fucking beat Kamaru Usman twice, Leon
Edwards.
Leon Edwards. So he beat Kamaru, and then the commentators like the Bizbings and shit were like, hey, when someone becomes champion, they become 3 times the fighter. We're not sure how it happens, but they actually do. And I'm like, I don't know, can that be true? Leon Edwards actually is now like, I cannot believe how good he got for the second fight. He was on a whole nother level. He just skyrocketed. Like, he looks like a champ now. He went from a guy you're like, hey, dude, you're lucky you won, to like, oh shit, you're the real deal.
Here's the thing about that. One, like, after you fight somebody, you kind of know, like, okay, this is what I have to look out for, you know? Especially when you go 5 rounds with them and, you know, they've already beat the dog crap out of you. Yeah. You kind of know what to look out for. And for 2, he knew that Kamaru Usman didn't want to strike. He knew that. He's like, he wants to wrestle me. So his camp got to be shortened up to just being defend every shot that you can. Let's get every strong, fast, explosive wrestler in here and defend every shot you can.
Look at this guy's fucking record, dude.
I mean, yeah, I don't think
he lost to Kamaru Usman in 2015.
And never did it again.
And then went on a tear and beat 1, 2, 3. He beat Vincent Luque, Brian Barberena. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 fight fucking win streak. And
you know who could have stopped? You know who could have stopped that tear?
Who?
Nate Diaz.
Oh, so close.
Bro, I wanted him, and like instead of pointing and laughing and flipping him off, like just go finish this dude and get your name back in good graces, Nate. Don't let him just. And it was just so close. But yeah, Leon Edwards is an extreme athlete. I mean, that loss did something to him in the gym. You know, he bit the bullet and was. I'm excited to see him go versus Colby Covington. How do you think that's going to go?
I'm crazy excited about that too. I don't know how many. I keep waiting for Colby, like us, to see the effects of all these gnarly fights Colby's had. I think Colby to me is like the Robert Whitaker of his weight class. If it wasn't for Kamaru Usman, Colby would have been the champ. You know what I mean? We'd see him as the champ but Kamaru was just on another level. Yeah, I don't know. I keep waiting to see Colby walk in and be like, "Ooh, that last fight fucked him up." I mean, he wars.
Yeah. He wars.
And I've started to not be as impressed. I know I'm going to get hate for this, but I love Max Holloway and I love Colby Covington, but and I love Manny Pacquiao, but there's this style that they have that starts to become a numbers game instead of a hit the guy hard game that I've started as a fighter not.
They don't put any emphasis on all their punches. They just tap, 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 tap. Especially Colby Covington, because he's only looking for the shot anyway. He's only looking for, can I take this guy down and hold him down for this whole round, and then I won that round. Let's go back and get the next one.
Yeah, I like a Darian Weeks kind of guy. Like I'm gonna get in there like a tornado, and I'm gonna lay an uppercut on you, and you're going to sleepy time.
Period. And what's crazy is Max Holloway. I feel like he could do that. But
you think there's power somewhere in him? Like he has a power shot?
I definitely do, because I mean, I'm not saying this to be, disrespectful or funny, but like look at the size of his head. When a guy has a head that big, it means his bone structure is heavy, guaranteed. And when your bones are heavy, you can lay into somebody. I mean, really lay into somebody. And I feel like Max Holloway has that power, but I think you're right. He does more like, all I have to do is touch him. But this is the difference, and this is why I think Max Holloway doesn't use his power, is because he doesn't spar. He says that, he doesn't spar at all.
At all.
Shadow boxes, hits mitts. You're not going to generate power if you don't know how hard to hit another human being's skull in. You know what I mean? And I think it would bring a different. I understand why he doesn't spar, because he doesn't want the brain damage. But I think it would bring a different style to his game if he actually sparred top athletes.
Dude, good to have you back on. I'll be texting you all week. If you're around, also my kids' jiu-jitsu and striking coach is fighting in the LFA this weekend in Santa Cruz, California. She has a fight.
I seen her. Okay, I seen the woman fight that they had on there.
McKenna Mitchell, yeah, this week in Santa Cruz. So check it out.
Yeah, and your kids have been doing crazy gnarly things lately. Yeah, I've seen your posts, and I'm like, man, these are the most athletic kids ever. Too bad they're only going to be 5'2".
You think they're going to be that tall?
Maybe not, dude. Maybe not. But
all right, brother. Thank you so much. I look forward to talking to you again.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on. It's always a pleasure.
And when is your fight? September what?
September 22nd.
All right. Let's stay in touch. Maybe the week before, have you come on and pick your brain and talk about how you're going to dismantle this dude.
Let's do that. I would love that.
Okay. Thanks, dude.
All right. Appreciate you.
Ciao. I'm lucky I know Darian. You know, there's people like that. You're like, oh, I'm lucky I know that guy. That's cool. Like, I'm proud. I'm proud to know him. That's what I mean. I'm proud to know him. Like, yeah, I know that dude. I know Darian Weeks. What a good dude. Hey, it can't be easy to be 5-0, go to the UFC, have 3 fights, lose them all close fights, and keep your shit together. Yeah, that shit can't be easy. Paper Street Coffee, Swolverine, Sleep 8 Sleep. 8 Sleep, Sleep 8 Sleep. Hey, that relationship I have with BirthFit when that guy called in to the show today, they're an incredible resource. And by the way, you don't have to be, you can want to do all the stuff that society's telling you to do. You can be of the mindset that having a baby is a medical condition and you need doctor's help, and you can feed with baby formula and you can get all the drugs injected into your kids, follow the guidelines. Go ahead. You can, and they're still an insanely valuable resource for you. I just happen to not be like that. Thank God for my wife educated me. I was like that, you know, while my wife was pregnant with the first kid, but then as you do a little research, you start to learn stuff. It's like being a little kid. When you're a little kid, you want a 3-story or a 5-story house. Then you're an adult and you're like, that's fucking stupid. I want a ranch style house. Fuck stairs. I want a big sprawling estate. You just get smart. Things aren't just a novelty anymore. You don't believe everything. Don't forget this either. I've told you guys about this meme that I've seen. If we sent kids to school at 6 months old before they could walk, we're one generation away from everyone believing that if you didn't send your kids to school, they would never learn how to walk. That is an amazing illustration of how brainwashed we are. Adam, I do think that this is my default position, though, on everyone. You know, I keep beating the horse that Hopper was too heavy. I think losing weight's always the way, so I have a crazy bias, and I know it's not even close to being right, but here we go. You think Darian should have been fighting in a lower weight class? The last guy Darian fought in the UFC was huge compared to him. I mean, the thing is, I think he fought at 171, but now he's gone up to 185, and I can't stand that. I can't stand the thought of someone 185 pounds hitting my friend Darian. But he still looks great at 185, too. His body still looks beautiful, so I don't know what to... Oh, can you hear the phone clicking? You hear that? I just stopped it. I have to disconnect it. I don't know why that happens. So now if someone calls, I'd have to reconnect the phone again. Okay. I want to play this for you. This is this guy's been on the show a handful of times. I don't know how many times, but this is hilarious. This is actually going to freak some people out. This is Devin. Both these guys have been on the show. This is Devin Lorette. Top 5, top 3 greatest arm wrestler who ever lived. He's on the left-hand side wearing those funky glasses. And on the right is the arm wrestling whisperer. Do you remember when we had him on? And he was arm wrestling those girls and it was all crazy, like sexual and shit. Us projecting, of course. See, that's projection. Do you guys remember that guy he was on? He wore the sunglasses during the entire interview. And then Devin's been on a bunch of times. Devin's the big dude. He was JTF2. He was a operator in the Canadian Special Forces. Here we go. So this is at arm wrestling practice, and Devin's taking the piss out of the arm wrestling whisperer. And this is some pretty funny shit. This is going to make some of you uncomfortable. Trish, everything is projection. Oh. I don't know if I knew that. Okay, here we go.
That's it. Come in there and match me. That's it. Yeah, grab higher up on my hand. That's it. That's it. Grab higher still. That's it. Bring your elbow close to you. Inside. Put your elbow inside your body. Inside your body. That's it. And don't be afraid. You can go a little bit. That's it. Oh, there we go. That's it. Release that. Fight me. That's it. That's it. That's what you're here for. Fight it. Beat it. Beat it. Beat it up. That's it. That's it. Don't give up now. Don't give up. I'm gonna go a little bit, okay? You ready? Go. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot to take. Okay? Finish it. Oh, that's all right. I'm not here to finish you. There's only one thing. I'm here for you. When you're finished, I'll be finished too. That's it. That's it. Have you had enough? Some people like to be hurt.
Pin me.
Are you sure?
Pin me.
I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna hurt you. Just be careful now. I'm gonna finish. Ready? Yeah! Thank you. Thank you.
2 weeks in the ice cream.
I'm gonna go a little bit, okay?
Oh my God. These guys. Stephen Flores, it sounds like two dudes jerking each other off. What do you mean sounds like? Zach, that's Hiller and Sevi and Madison. Eric Wise, thank you. You're welcome. Oh my goodness. I saw this and I immediately sent a text to Devin saying, God, dude, I love you. You are so fucking funny. You gotta beat it up a little bit. I'm gonna beat it up a little bit. I'm gonna beat it up a little bit. God, that's good. This is a man show. This is a show for men. And Judy and Elise. Yeah. And Trish. Here we go.
Just made the news today. I don't know if you guys saw this. Playboy just launched a new online magazine, and I got to tell you, it's very, very woke. I checked it out. For example, Miss July's measurements are 36, 24, 36, and 6.
God, I did not even get this joke. I'm going to play it again. I'm going to play it again before he tells you what it is, because I know a bunch of you didn't get it either. Don't act like you did either. It's so good, though. Ready? Here we go.
Just made the news today. I don't know if you guys saw this. Playboy just launched a new online magazine, and I got to tell you, it's very, very woke. I checked it out. For example, Miss July's measurements are 36, 24, 36, and 6.
Fuck you, Blade. You didn't get that the first time either. There's no way. Oh, fuck off, Travis. There's no fucking way you guys got that. Seriously? Hey, I would love to be friends with this guy. I would love... Steve Flores, she has a dick. Thank you. It's an NWA song. Eazy-E sings that line. Put my hands in her pants and the bitch had a dick. You remember that? Eazy-E. Rest in peace. Yeah, this guy's great.
It's his dick. Holy shit, she didn't get it. She's right in front. It's his dick. The 6 is his dick.
God, that guy's so good. The suit, the whole shtick. He's Asian and he's got like this whole like Desi Arnaz like 1950s. Is that the guy's name? Lucille Ball's husband. So good. Really? You too, Chester? Fuck that last name. Chester Delugalecki. Yeah, Dangerfield's great. God, I love Dangerfield. That was my like hero as a kid, little kid. Can you believe that? It's fucking 12 years old or 10 years old and couldn't get enough of. It explains a lot about me, I think. Could not get enough of Rodney Dangerfield. Uh-oh, here we go. This one's titled, I Don't Mourn George Floyd's Death, which I don't at all. Did you guys see the guy's face on Rolling Stone guy's face when I was like, yeah, I don't give a fuck that George Floyd's dead. I'm kind of happy that a dude who does meth and speed and drives around drunk in his car is not on planet Earth. He didn't. The Rolling Stone guy did not like that. I don't like it. I don't like it that I'm so callous. But I am a one. What's the word? What is it like if abortion was like your only thing that you cared about, or civil rights is too broad. I'm a one, not a one-trick pony. I'm a one-issue guy, kids. Kids. I'm a one-issue guy, kids. Yeah, I'm a one-issue guy. That's what it is. I'm a one-issue guy. And so I don't fuck you. Like I can't have people like George Floyd driving around in cars. That's it. Okay, here we go.
If you're gay, I don't care if you're Christian, I don't care if you're a Jew, I don't care about anything. I care about, are you a good person? We have all these groups. What is the pride? I don't even understand it. Let us say you're black. You have black pride, but you didn't do anything. You were born black. You have white pride. Of course, you have white pride. You're considered evil. And let's say you're gay. What is the pride? The whole point of gay liberation was a person doesn't really have a choice. I understand that. How could you have pride in something you didn't choose? I'm tall. I'm 6'4". Do I have tall pride? No, I did nothing to earn it. That's my genetic makeup, is to be tall.
Logic is a trip, right? Logic is such a trip. How could you be proud of something that you didn't choose? Logic is such a trip. I love it.
I'm not proud of it. The real meaning of all of this is that the society must celebrate lesbians, gays, bisexuals, and transgendered and queer, etc. Not just tolerate. That's the liberal idea. The left-wing idea is you must celebrate. I don't celebrate men who transition to women or women who transition to men. I accept the fact that they wish to do so. I understand that. I don't want a Jewish Pride Month. I don't want a Black Pride Month. I don't want a Hispanic Pride Month. As I said, the only division that matters is the character division. Are you decent or indecent? I don't care.
Man, Dennis Prager's contribution to humanity is getting pretty, it's good. I like it. It's, yeah, Sevan pauses so long, I think my phone glitched. I know. I've become too comfortable with this show and you guys. Sometimes I catch myself like I'm just back here texting and like just hanging out. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm supposed to be doing this show. Dance, monkey, dance. And I'm not. I'm just like, what number was that? Oh, I erased it. Oh, I don't want George. Was that one? I can't remember. Okay. Let's see what this is. I think this one might be funny. Oh, I played this one already. Vivek Ramaswamy. Are you guys getting on board with him? You guys liking him? Vivek Ramaswamy. Have our first. Oh, this one's fun. Did you guys see this? Did I play this already? You guys know about Sturgis? It's a big Harley Davidson rally, motorcycle rally. Maybe not Harley Davidson motorcycle rally that happens in one of the Dakotas every year. All these dudes ride up there with their motorcycles and their chicks on the back, or chicks with chicks on the back. Well, guess who has a booth there? Bud Light. Let's see how busy it is.
Here we are, Sturgis, Bud Light tent midweek. Any improvement? That's what we hope. Folds of Honor is here. The Bud Light tent, we're hoping business picks up a little bit, but guys, midweek, oh my goodness.
Wait, Sturgis isn't in Kentucky. It's in the one of the Dakotas, isn't it? Sturgis isn't in Kentucky. What are you talking about? That's not true, is it? Sturgis, South Dakota? Anyway, let's look at the Bud Light booth in Sturgis.
Wow. Guys, are we seeing any uptick in business here?
Look, that guy works at the Bud Light booth. Look how he posed, how he just put his arm. That's a crazy pose that he poses for as this guy comes by with the camera.
A little bit, okay. Okay. All right, we're seeing. Hey, let's keep it positive, right? Let's keep it positive. Maybe by the end of the week. Thank you for being here. Thank you for doing what you're doing. We appreciate the hardworking employees. We covered this early on in the week, guys. Take a look. Sturgis is absolutely jam-packed. The Harley tent is packed. The BMW tent is packed, but Budweiser having a tough go. Having a tough go. There must be a whole lot of beer left over in there. I don't know what to say, but might be too soon.
I don't think Bud Light ever recovers. I think they're toast. Clock, no, he can't be trusted. He's been too close to the globalist, and he says exactly what the anti-establishment Trump base wants to hear, more so than ever, even Trump himself. I don't understand. I don't think he's been too close to the globalist. Did you hear his response? He's asked to be taken off that WEF list many times, and they won't take him off, and he says he has no affiliation with them. And I don't, the whole Trump thing, it's like, I don't know. I know it's just a chat and a podcast, but I need more details. I disagree. I like him. I'm on the bandwagon until otherwise. Thank you, Stephen Flores. Thank you. Bud Light is trash beer anyway. I know, but that's why you drink it, right? Like, because it is trash beer. Ken Walters, South Dakota is just outside Rapid City. Been there 6 times. It's unreal. I think you mean Sturgis. Sturgis, South Dakota. Oh, this one's good. I think this one's good. Oh, darn it. I started a whole new list and I still have old links on here and shit. Who's on the show tomorrow, by the way? Sousa's traveling today. I always realize how much I need him when he's traveling. Oh, tomorrow's just a live call-in show. Oh, you know who's on tonight? Danielle Brandon. Yeah, I said it. Danielle Brandon and Ben Smith. Jack Della Maddalena is fighting Kevin Holland. When? Really? Should I check? I'll text Jack and try to get him on. He's harder to get on than Daniel Brandon. Oh, here's a good one just to look at. This is just a still photo. It says lobbying to save the Olympics. What a great photo. Just a jack dude in his helmet. What a weird sport. Is that really his? Yeah, do they not wear cups? Like, what is going on there? Look at the guy behind him looking at his ass, like the Joe Rogan looking dude with the black hat on. Hey, which helmet? Yeah, good point. I think that top thing's called an earpiece, but I could be wrong. The lower helmet. Hey, are they really going to take wrestling out of the Olympics? That can't be true. That seems like sacrilege. Like it seems like it is the Olympics. It's like the Andrew Jackson. What's this? Number 8. Oh, this is good. Here we go. I had this guy on the show, remember? The classic learner. Here we go.
Do you call the president who punched a man in the face during his inauguration, who challenged and killed a man in a duel for insulting his wife, the last president to successfully take on the banks of the United States, balance the budget, and completely paid off all of America's debts, who not only survived an assassination attempt in 1835, but proceeded to beat his would-be assassin with a cane, Did I mention he took on the banks? A general that became an American hero at the Battle of New Orleans, all after being captured by the British as a boy during the American Revolution and beaten for refusing to comply. Some call him President Andrew Jackson, but those who really know him call him Old Hickory. Teach your kids real history with Homeschools Connected and Cubs to Bears books.
This guy rips off another guy? Who? The Tuttle twins or something? I don't know. Hey, you know, I'm okay with that. Rip them off. Yeah, keep spreading the good word. Clock, Andrew Jackson, the original American badass. Hey, Clock, did you read? Is there a biography you'd recommend? Andrew Jackson biography? I'm okay with plagiarizing. I am, for the most part. I know someone's going to be like, what about blah, blah, blah? Here we go. Caroline Mortis. I rode a road that goes around Nashville is called Old Hickory. Oh, in name of him, you think? In honor of him? He also ran the Seminoles out of Florida on the Trail of Tears. Are those were Native Americans? He had some Native American killing? There was a question in here about Brian Friend. I can't remember. Sorry, I missed it. But I don't remember the exact question. But I was watching that Rich Froning podcast too. What it sounds like is that during the CrossFit Games, Brian was going on their podcast, and that Rich was smitten with him. And then I was watching this other Rich podcast the other day before he came on. I watched his kind of recap of the games with Angelo and Rory. They're fun to look at. All three of those guys are fun to look at. I hope someone enjoys looking at me. I like Angelo's mustache. I like Rory's hair. I love everything about Rich. And in there, he says, when the game season starts again, we're going to have Brian on regularly, hopefully. I immediately text Brian. I was like, holy shit. These guys are going to have you on regularly. And then I got in trouble because I wrote, that's so 2022 to want Brian on. And I got in trouble. Like, that didn't go over well as a funny joke. And then yesterday, we got a surprise Brian visit on the show, which was awesome. Love having Brian on. Fucking easy hour. So easy. You guys may, you guys know, I've told the story 1,000 times. The New York Times put out an article a long time ago that basically ended up, was one of the catalysts for getting me whacked from CrossFit. And it was basically trying to paint me as, oh, before I go there, I want to tell you something. I want to teach you guys about how to, if you want me to hate you, I'll tell you how to make it so that I just never want to talk to you or be your friend. Caller, hi.
Yo, what up, Savvy?
Hey, what's up, dude?
What's going on?
I was just going to tell a story about people who, like, there's people who will talk to me, like, for 15 or 20 or 30 minutes and then be like, I just want you to know that, like, I can't really have anyone know that we're friends. It's like, motherfucker,
yeah, I have quite a few people like that.
You all but just suck my dick off for fucking 15 to 30 minutes, and now you can't publicly be my friend? At least 4 people who work at fucking HQ told me at the fucking games that they really can't, no one can really know that they're my friends. I was like, hey, like, this is going to sound so fucked up, but you're dead to me. Like I don't need anyone like you. Like, just keep that to yourself. Even if it's true, I don't want to know. I don't need to know that. That's your shit. Work through it. I don't need to know. Like, all I think at that point is you're a fucking coward of the highest order. And you know what? I'm honest, and like, maybe you have to keep, maybe it is so scary to be my friend and you think you're going to lose your job and then you're not going to be able to feed your kids. Okay, I get it. I'm not hating on you for that, but don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Right on.
Like that's on you. That's on you. Someone the other day sent me a fucking text and it says, "Hey, I can't believe that." It starts telling me this guy is really creepy. He's even more creepy than you, and I'm like, like what? Like, what have I ever done? Well, I'm thinking to myself, what have I ever done that's creepy? And then I'm like, hey, like, fuck you. Like, it's so funny when people think they're trying to say something nice to me, but it's all fucked up. Like, oh, you're doing me a favor in talking to me because you're putting your job on the line. Oh, thank you. Oh, you think I'm less creepy than that person? Oh, thanks. Fuck off. I love you.
God damn. It's like that one time Sporty Best slow down your voice. No, that was creepy as fuck, though.
Did she slow it down or speed it up?
Either or. It just sounded pretty perverted.
I think she sped it up and changed it to. It made me sound a little Weasley.
Yeah, yeah, you did sound like a chump.
Yeah, like Pee Wee Herman on estrogen.
For real, yeah. Nah, I just wanted to give it a shout out, man. You guys are a badass crew. That Brian Friend dude, Andrew Hiller, fucking Caleb, Matt Souza. What was it like that? During the week of the games, I was kind of jealous. Like, fuck, I wish I could be at the games with all the fucking Sevanistas and fucking kicking it, you know?
Hey, let me tell you a little. Let me guess some things about you by your tone of your voice.
What you got?
You own one of those things that you lay on that you can roll underneath a car.
I wish I had. I don't have that type of money, but yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? Like those things that like mechanics have. Like you own one of those.
I don't have that type of money.
Oh.
I go to Harbor and Freight to probably purchase one of those, and that'd be balling by then.
You have an oil stain in your driveway.
I actually do. Not in the driveway. I parked the car out by the asphalt one.
Okay, good.
Yeah, but when my family members come by and they park in that driveway and they stay in there, I was like,
yeah. He definitely owned a lowrider. Vindicate. This is a classy man. This guy owned a lowrider, but when he had kids, he sold it. Guaranteed. Because he's mature and he knows.
The lowrider. I had a lowrider bike. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. Hey, I'd still get one of those. Those are the kind of bikes you get and you want it so bad and you buy one and you start tinkering with it and fix it, and every time you ride it, you hate it. It's like work.
Yeah, you got to keep that polished up, keep it all fucking clean and shiny. But yeah, I grew out of that one probably like towards 18, something like that.
Where do you live?
Colorado. Severance, Colorado.
Wow, I wouldn't have guessed that.
Right.
Did you go there for a woman?
Omar.
Oh, Omar. Hey, what's up, dude? Hey, Omar Conejo.
Oh, fuck, see, that's where you bend me over all the time. It's Cornejo. You got to roll the R right there. Cornejo.
Hey, how did you end up in Colorado, chasing a girl or El Trabajo?
My father brought me out here.
Oh, interesting.
3 years old.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Been here forever, 30 years.
Wow.
Living life, it's good. Oil field life, oil field money.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Hey, will it get better if this guy leaves office and we get someone who loves oil?
I don't know. Fuck. As long as I'm getting paid, I don't know what's gonna happen. Is it really gonna affect me or no?
Okay. Well, good. Sounds like you're doing good.
Automation, bro. If oil field hits the fucking shit fan, I guess we'll go automated. Solar, green energy, your buddy.
Mr. Green Energy.
Yes. Or what's that chick? Greta, whatever.
Yeah.
She wants to do that.
Bumblebird. Greta Bumblebird.
Climate control.
Yeah.
Bumblebird. No, yeah. I just thought I'd fucking call in before. I haven't even had a chance to look at the live chat. Are they running me over yet or what?
No, they're just making all sorts of cholo comments and shit. They're like,
oh, cholo comments?
Everyone likes you.
Yeah.
Everyone's just having fun with your accent. And that's it. No one said hang up on him yet. I can't even believe it.
I'm surprised, dude. I'm fucking surprised.
Hey, look at here's one. This guy has a street cart with bacon wrapped hot dogs. Wow.
We go to Longmont for that one.
Colorado.
Someone
in his family sells tamales by Walmart.
Ooh, nah, they don't cook that good enough. I got peeps in Juarez. They do that.
He has a fitted flat brim baseball cap. That's spot on.
Oh, dude, I just got one this week. It says, Dad in the streets, Daddy in the sheets.
Really?
Yeah. It was pretty awkward, man. Some coworker gave it to me. I was like, well, that's out of the nowhere. But whatever, I'll sport it. I'm actually wearing it right now.
Oh, God, I love it. Well, hey, Omar, thanks for calling in. Good to hear your voice, buddy.
Finally good to call in. Thanks for being a long-time follower.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate your support. I love seeing the comments.
No worries, man. We'll catch you later. Have a good one.
Okay, ciao.
Bye.
Omar. Cornejo. Jan Clark? Oh, 364 days until your birthday. Wow, Zach, triple X plaid button down. Wow. Chris Beesterfield wants to play a little Jeopardy. What body part isn't tattooed? That's good. Audrey, you love everyone. I like Omar. Remember that character Omar, the black dude on the gay black dude on what's the name of that show? Wasn't there another character named Stringer Bell or Stinger Bell? God, what was that show? The Wire. God, that show was good. That's sad. That dude died. Omar died. A slop. Since the games, my wife has been listening to more live shows than I do. Just popping in to say hi, honey. Oh, that's cool. I think, Trish, I think this stupid podcast was pushed in Hispanic communities. That's why it was pushed to me. Oh. Trish, the Hispanic. Brandon Waddell. Brandon's house got fucking tossed up. Beat up. I have a crazy booger. As soon as I get off the air, I'm going to pick it out. It's crazy. I feel it in there, a dry one. Brandon Waddell, Sevan, we got power back to our home gym finally. That's cool. We can use the gym now instead of doing track workouts. Track workouts. Come on, dude. I seen you lift. You snatched a 135-pound barbell with one hand. You can't even walk around a track. The fuck you talking about track workouts? Jake Chapman. Good news, Sevi. I have not fallen on a dildo or had a heart attack today. That's awesome. Oh, shit. Clive McLaughlin. Sevi, you checked your DMs this morning. I sent over the final shot from your photo shoot with Danny. I just can't. Yeah, I'll look at it. I just started thinking about people who give their kids drugs. I just don't understand. I do understand it because I was all for it too. I just don't understand how like you still do it. Oh, Clive, here we go. Oh, that's good. Wow. That's good. Buddy Carey. I'll see if I can pull that up. Hold on. I think it's on. It looked like it's actually on your Instagram. Clive. Oh, man. This is good. Holy shit, you're white, dude. Wow. You're like Weird Al Yankovic white. Dude, look at you. There's this filmmaker. God, you have a fucking great family, too. You have twins? Are those twins? You look like this filmmaker, Mike Kozlop, that I used to work with. Okay, here we go. Here's the thing. Here's all I have to say about Danny Spiegel. She has an insane body. She works incredibly hard. She has a shit ton of followers. She's really good at CrossFit. How much money would it take for her to do a photo shoot with me to donate it to Maui? Oh, God, that would be awesome. There'd be here's all I have to say about Danny Spiegel. Where I put my head between her legs, and like for every like $1,000 we make, like she squeezes her thighs a little tighter. And so the longer I can hold on, the more money we make. So like if I can hold on, and then like at $100,000, my fucking head would explode and I'd die, but I would die like a martyr. You guys aren't going to like this part. I'd die like Jesus. Oh my God, he let his head get smashed between Danny Spiegel's legs and $100,000 went to Maui. The thing is I'd do it, but she wouldn't do it. I don't think. Because I actually have a commitment and authenticity to me. Or maybe not to me. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly, Zach. That's what I'm going for. Like the watermelon crush chick. Yeah, exactly. Jessica Valenzuela. I guess that's a way to go. Might as well make it worth it. Yeah, $100,000. Danny could be like, I killed him. I did not like him, and I killed him. He talked about my body. He told me my shirt was too small. His buddy Andrew Hiller is I don't know what he is, but he's fun not to like too. But I make money off of all of it, and yeah. So I just Sevan said he'd put his face in between my legs, and we got into a little bit of an argument. He wanted his nose facing my vagina, and I wanted his nose facing towards my feet. But once we compromised on it, and he just had his nose facing up towards the sky, I crushed his head and raised $100,000 for Maui. Yeah. Yep. And the last thing he smelt was my boyfriend's semen coming out of my vagina as I squashed his head. Too far. I almost said someone's name, too. I didn't. I was going to say, smell Alex Smith's semen. Here it comes. I shouldn't. Ben, his brother's coming on the show today. I like Alex. I talked to Alex a little bit at the CrossFit Games. Just a bit. I'm just freestyling. Some rappers freestyle. I was telling freestyle. Too far, too fast. Sorry. Okay. It's not a kid show. Jake Chapman, for fuck's sake, now I'm hard. It happens. Doctor, I can't get hard except for when someone tells stories about having his head crushed between Danny Spiegel's legs and her boyfriend's semen coming out of his blah, blah, blah. It just also doesn't matter. I'm just a D-bag. I did want to... the New York Times. So the New York Times does a article on the docs, and it's so funny because the guy was given. First of all, the guy has emailed me before, years ago, and the guy does have my email and does have my phone number. And that's so interesting. I just searched for this Sevan Rinsta and I can't find it. How can that be? Oh, there it is. So this guy, what's his name? Callum? Shit, I don't have his name in here. Marcus Callum or something. He writes this article. They make CrossFit documentaries. CrossFitters can't get enough. And I write this statement, do any of these films exist if it wasn't for my leadership and direction? And I got some calls from people being like, hey, that's kind of arrogant of you. And I'm like, I don't think it is, but if it is, I'm okay with that too. It's just like stating a fact. I have a 10-inch cock. My office is pretty dope. I do a podcast every morning, and I don't know if these docs would exist if it wasn't for me. I don't know. I think it's empirical. I think it's logic. Do any of these films exist if it wasn't for my leadership and direction, and yet the New York Times doesn't even try to reach out to me? Worthless story, misleading at best, just like the last article they wrote that lied about me. They never tried to contact me for that one either. And they were told to contact me, and they have my phone number, and they have my email address. And if someone does say it's arrogant or braggart of me, I'm fine with that too. Then fine, let me be arrogant and bragging. I'm totally authentic in my, not totally. I'm pretty authentic in my embracing of my massive ego. And part of the reason why this show is funny is because you guys watch my ego flex and get popped on a regular basis. That's the whole thing. I'm old and I'm a self-reflector and self-observant and blah, blah, blah. But in 2007, I tried to make a documentary about the CrossFit Games. And Greg Glassman, I'm going to paraphrase the whole thing, but I'm going to tell you the journey. In 2007, I said I want to make a documentary about the CrossFit Games, and Greg said it was too early. And I should have, and I didn't work for CrossFit at the time when I recommended it. I did work for them, but I didn't work for them. I was a contractor. Maybe it's better just to say I worked for them. I was getting paid regularly, and I never stopped getting paid. But it was the early days. I started there at the end of 2006, and then in 2007, I wanted to make a documentary about the games, and Greg said no, and I should have just done it. Then in 2008, I made a documentary about the games, and there was pushback. There were people, Tony Budding, the head of media there, did not want me to make the documentary, and I made it anyway, and it was released, and it cost $17,000 to make, and I made it pretty much. I worked my ass off on it, and I worked on it with Carrie Peterson, who was my friend at the time, who had never made a movie, held a camera, done any editing, and I got him up to speed, and we worked our asses off on it with 3 weeks' notice before the games, and we made the movie Every Second Counts. And then in 2009, I think I was the only person with Hollis Malloy, Carrie Peterson, and maybe Haley Parlin. I gave them all cameras, and I think that's the only footage that exists of the 2009 CrossFit Games, and there's a shitload of it. Our coverage was fucking insane, and that footage is a mix of the behind-the-scenes and a fucking coverage of the games. It was insane. I wanted it to be like a 9-DVD box set at the time. I wanted it to be like the Tour de France. And then moving forward from there all the way to 2018, not a single one of those fucking documentaries that Heber and Mars and Ian and Mariah and myself made would have ever been made, at least in their current incarnation, without me supporting them. Because there was so much fighting against it. There was so much pressure against it. I'm not telling you that to brag. I'm super proud of it. I'm not telling you that so that you'll think I'm a badass. I do think I'm a badass for that. I'm telling you that because it's true. All the fact that it's showing off or blah, 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 fine. I'll take all that too. That movie would have never gone to none of those would have ever gone to Netflix if it wasn't for me. None of them would have ever gone to iTunes, all that stuff. The way they were released in the journal, none of that would have happened if it wasn't for me. Ask anyone. Ask Heber, Mars, Dave, anyone. They can take all the credit for making them, the amazing film work, the long hours of editing. You name it, everyone was fighting against it. Lauren's and Greg's and Tony Budding's and all sorts of people in the company. Other executives. There was always a push against the docs. So much of the media, there was a push against killing the fat man. I made that completely for free in my spare time. Completely. All the behind the scenes were made in my spare time. Never was required to make any of those. I know some of you are kind of new to the game, and so you don't know about, like, I had my hands in everything. Everything there over at CrossFit Inc. Everything. And I worked tirelessly. You never would send me a fucking email and be like, I'm on vacation for 2 weeks. You never call me and be like, you can contact my second in command because I'm taking 7 days off. I'm out of pocket. Fuck that. Everyone. There were many times Greg didn't want the doc, Lauren didn't want docs. You name it. There was always someone. I'm not saying it like those are bad people. I'm saying it as like, yo, motherfucker, like you're fucking crazy. You can't fucking write an article about fucking the documentaries at CrossFit Inc. and not talk to me and it be worth anything. You're a fucking idiot. It's just like, I'm fully just leaning into it. Like, you just can't. I just have an opinion on that. You're not gonna ask someone why my kids ended up the way they are in 20 years without fucking talking to me and have any picture of it, understanding. But it wasn't just that I did the behind the scenes. I had my hands fully in the fucking docs. You should have said if they did not go to Netflix. Either way, you know what I mean. I'm wound up. The only media that I think they should be doing now is they should be just fucking shit tons. Not the only, but they should be doing shit tons of L1 content. I've said it before. It's so easy. It's so easy, and yet I also think this. I probably shouldn't say this, but I think that they're going to need me to train up like 5 people to do it. How to do it. I mean, how do I know that? Because I was making that content, and even people who hated me at fucking CrossFit back then, they called CrossFit.com Sevan.com. Because all the 2008, 9, 10, I was putting out so much fucking main site content while CrossFit was exploding. Connor moves. Oh, these were you since the first one? Yeah. Hunter, Sheriff, Hail to the King. Surprise hits. It's no fucking surprise. Farmer Fit. Thank you, our fearless leader. I don't know if I'm a leader, but Fernando, premium service. I didn't even know the New York Times still existed. Will Brandstetter, you still have your little podcast. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Thank you. There was one in here. That was interesting. Let me see. I'm not trying to take credit away from anyone else either. There's room for everyone. I would never, if the New York Times came to me and they were like, hey, we want to do a story on the docs, I'd be like, okay, you need to talk to Heber and Marsden, Mariah, Tyson Oldroyd, Greg Glassman. Like, I would tell them, like, hey, talk to all these people. Dave Castro, Tony Budding. This guy. Andrew. Oh, shit. Is this Andrew Sten? Gee, is your ego getting a bit big there? I don't even know what that really means. I said, my ego's always been massive. There wasn't a single CF documentary that would have happened, at least in their current forms, from 2008 to 2018 if I hadn't got behind it. Yeah, I don't know what my giant ego has anything to do with. Sevan Rinsta trash. What's that mean? What does that mean? Does that mean I'm trash? Is that what this guy is saying? You don't even fucking follow me. And I'm trash? Is that what that means? That guy says, oh, that you suck. I'm trash? Let me see what you are. Oh, this chick's hot. Is that your mom? My sweet mama. Holy shit. God damn. Oh, you have beautiful kids. Oh, that's your... Fuck. No mask photos? Come on, come on. Oh my God, you're a good dude. Owner and operator of Constantinian Strength. Live a legend, die a myth. Oh my God, this is a good dude. Well, fuck. All right, fine. I'm trash. So be it. Where were we? Anyone else? Anyway, This lady, Mia Robertstoder. So I don't know the extent of your involvement in CF Media in the past. I was the second media guy ever at CrossFit Inc. Tony Budding, then me. There, now you know. Anyway, I think it's I don't think it's I don't think it's inappropriate to correct the record. I put a fucking shitload of work into that shit, and my life's completely immersed in it to this day, and I'm happy to. I like that this article came out and excluded me because it's content for this podcast. Everyone knows I like to pound some ass, so just pounding a little ass. That's it. A little ass pounding for the NYT. I would be almost disappointed if they did anything other than that. I don't want it to become a complex relationship. I want them to know that they're just complete garbage. Sevan, when can we expect behind the scenes? Just asking. I don't know, dude. It's a totally fair ask. It's a totally fair ask. I need to jump on a call with Mariah Moore and Patrick Rios today, actually. Patrick Rios just got all the footage. We have all the footage now except the footage from Hiller, all in 3 different locations, and we just need to figure out who's going to start laying it down. I seriously don't think it'll be out until December. Golf Trot Foxy Yankee. This reaction makes them think they're winning. The people who matter know the truth. This reaction makes them think they're winning. This reaction. I don't understand what you're saying. Are you comforted that CrossFit recognized you on their post? No, I'm not comforted. Something is happening with my relationship with CrossFit. Like they're on one side of a bridge and I'm on the other side of a bridge, and we keep taking steps closer to each other, maybe. And I see it as that they're taking a step closer and I'm taking a step closer. It's basically, I saw it as a signal, like I took it very personally, like not in a bad way, like in a good way. I just took it personal, like okay. I don't view those films as my legacy. I'm not like I'm not tied to it the way maybe someone thinks that I am because of the energy I'm putting into it. Like to me, it's still just, this is just a story on top of a story on top of a story on top of a story. But I'm not comforted in the sake for the films that they tagged me. I'm comforted for the sake, if you want to use the word comforted, with my relationship with HQ. Do you know what I mean by that? Like I don't fill out my IMDb and my LinkedIn is a joke. I've done so fucking much and I've been so fucking successful in so many corner facets of my life, and I don't even put it on my LinkedIn. Like I don't care about it like that. I'm not comforted like that. But I am very proud of relationships that I have with people, and I do care about them, and so I just take it very personally, not as a public thing. Like I don't care about my I only care about that stuff in the sense that of how it makes me money and how I'm able to take care of my family. The stuff for like my ego is more just around like my relationships. So like I don't care that I'm left out of that article of the New York Times. I care about the fact that I get to talk about it now and bring it to you guys, like as part of the narrative, and allows me to continue to build my relationship with you and still spin my narrative about the Times. That's how I care about it. It's weird. Dude, how about this? This will kind of put perspective on it. I'm more glad. Would I rather they not write the article at all or write it and leave me out so that I can talk about it? Well, dude, 1,000 times better. I'm so glad it turned out like this, so that someone can call me trash and I can pull up their Instagram account and find out that they're not trash. Fuck, that sucks. He's a hot mom and he loves his grandma. He's got beautiful kids. Fuck, that sucks. I got nothing. Sevan, how would you talk to your kids if they encountered this situation? What situation? What situation? No, I didn't see this. Sevi, did you see there's a chance for Don Fall to speak at South by Southwest? I took a movie to South by Southwest, and it didn't win, and it should have won. But the lady who did win ended up hiring me to direct another movie that was called Desert Runners. So that was cool. I don't know what you mean. I give up. Okay, sorry. I tried. I'm trying to understand. Sorry. I'd have to go back. I can't go back now. Oh, meaning your my reactions shows that they're winning? Winning what? What did they win? Okay, here we go. Let me figure this out. Golf Foxtrot Yankee. This reaction makes them think they are winning. What, my reaction? Like bringing it up on my podcast makes someone think that they're winning? This reaction equals spurging out in the public like that. Spurging. I don't know what that word means. Fuck. Anyway, I don't think so. But I don't think they're watching the show, and I don't think that they think they're winning or not winning. I don't know. 2 hours and 6 minutes. Holy shit. Okay. Tonight, big show. CrossFit Games Update show. Chase Ingram, John Young, Daniel Brandon, Ben Smith. We'll have lots of fun. We got lots of people. I reached out to 3 Invictus people to try to get on the show soon, too. Jorge Fernandez. Or is it Hernandez? You know, Jorge. CJ Martin, owner of CrossFit Invictus, and Bryce Smith. Let's see if I can get any of those guys on. I think I saw a text go out to Alexis Raptis. That's kind of exciting. There's a guy who's I'm trying to get on the show. He's a Christian Taoist or something. Stop, David. I'm not fucking around, dude. I am not fucking around. She is coming on. David Weed. Daniel Brandon not coming on. Not come on. Not coming. Oh, Daniel Brandon not coming. Come on, Mon. Come on, Mon. Call her hi. Oh, you just don't want me to get off the air. That's why you called, right?
No, I want you to get off. I just want to remind everyone that Paper Street will have a booth at the Asbury Park Summer Games this week.
Where?
That's the Asbury Park Summer Games in Asbury Park, New Jersey.
Asbury Park Summer Games. Asbury. Oh, Ashbury? Asbury? Is that how they pronounce it? Asbury?
Asbury, yep.
Hold on, let me pull up this. This is cool. Hey, you think Daniel Brandon's coming on today?
I 100% know be on.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Of course. You got that star power after the game.
Thank you. CrossFit Shrewsbury. Oh, wait. Asbury Summer Games. The doors open Saturday at 7:15 a.m. Let me see if I can get a location on this.
Asbury, New Jersey.
Okay, New Jersey. All right. So if you live in New York, is that close to it, or Pennsylvania?
The tri-state area, very close.
And you're going to
have a popular destination during the summer at the Jersey Shore.
And you're going to have a booth there?
We will have a booth. If you come up to Paulina, whoever else is working there, whisper into our ear, bam, I'll give you guys like a 50% discount on a drink or something.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Hold on. Fuck this phone. I'm so fucking irritated by this fucking phone. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere, Gabe. Don't go anywhere. Gabe from Paper Street Coffee. Hi. Hey. Gabe.
Hello.
So if someone says, "Bam, we're live at the Good Dudes booth," they get some massive discount on their purchase.
Sure. Paper Street Coffee booth, Good Dudes booth, same but different.
Are you gonna have both signs up?
I will have both signs up and your sign too.
Oh, awesome. Hey, why did
So,
you do?
Bam,
Why
we're live,
why do you do that?
Because I heart you.
I know, but we don't even have. I was trying to explain to someone the relationship that I have with like people like you and Miss Sarah Cox at C8 Peptides and everyone, even like Swolverine and Toe Spacers and like none of those. No one's like, "Hey, you need to do this." And all of a sudden you have a big sign at your booth, and I'm like, "What the fuck is he doing? That's so nice." Like I didn't have to pay for that or nothing.
You support. I mean, I wouldn't be where I am without you. So paying it forward.
Fuck, I appreciate it. I appreciate just the coolness of our relationship. I'm tickled by it.
That's a good adjective to use.
Hey, what about Vindicate? Will they be there? Fanny Spiegel wants to know if Vindicate will be selling shirts at your booth.
Vindicate.
That's the Travis guy? You know the Travis guy?
Yeah, he betrayed me. He's not going to be here with me. He's going to do his own local comp. He says it's too expensive to come out to New Jersey.
Oh, which comp is he going to be at?
How about I let him call in and do his promo? Let's do that.
He's laughing in the comments. He hears you.
Perfect.
He
All
just
right,
spit his
you guys
Paper
all
Street
know-
coffee out all over his computer.
You guys know exactly where I will be. It's an awesome event. We'll talk about it later. It's in an awesome place. And then I'll have Travis call you and tell you about his stuff. All right. Love you. I will talk to you. Got to work a lot this weekend.
Peace and love. Bye.
See you guys. Bye.
Travis from Vindicate, get your CEO shirts today. What's up, dude? Where are you going to be?
I'm going to kick him in the dick.
You should. He just kicked you in the dick. You have definitely.
I know he did. And I'm dumping out my Paper Street coffee. This stuff tastes like shit.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna drink it. What's one man's? What is it? One man's trash is another man's treasure.
I have like 6 pounds of it in my closet at home, so I can't get rid of it.
Tell me, where are you gonna be? And are you gonna be selling CEO shirts?
Absolutely. No, there's a competition locally, so it cuts any travel expenses, so it makes it easy.
I get it. He's just,
And then
hey, that's real love.
They were telling me to.
That's real love right there. He was basically, that's like frustration because he wants to hang with you. That's just pure love frustration.
We were chatting this morning. He was telling me how many spectators are signed up, and I'm like, okay, is it too late? I looked it up. It would be a 20-hour drive to get there. I was like, yeah, nope, not happening. Not happening.
Just tell me the name of the one you're going to. I want to see if they have a website.
It's CrossFit Hydro here in Omaha, and oh my god, I can't remember the name of it now. It's Power Hour. It's a really short competition.
Is it 1 hour
it's
long?
Literally like so it's a team competition, and they do, I think it's 3 or 4 workouts in a 1 hour time period.
They do have a website, dude. They have a nice website.
Yeah. And this is like the 3rd one they've done this year. They do a lot of competitions.
Is it in Ohio?
No, Omaha, Nebraska.
Oh,
where I live.
Oh, do they do? It looks like they do events. Find a host gym near you. Oh, is it online also?
No, that's something else. You're looking at the wrong one.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, their owner, he's qualified for regionals back in the day. Really good guy. But he's had me at all their competitions. So it's a nice, easy setup, no travel. So it works out really well.
The address is... They don't have it on their contacts page. How?
They might not.
About Us. Let me go to About Us. Dude, is his name Justin Van Beek?
Yes.
Justin, how do you not have your address on your son of a bitch? Contact sign up program homes. Let's go to
I'm gonna have to. This is a new website. I'm gonna have to yell at him.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, he doesn't have his address on here. What's the deal? All right, I'll yell at him.
All right, one more time. What state? What city?
Omaha, Nebraska.
Okay, Omaha, Nebraska. CrossFit Hydro. Go there, get your CEO shirt, see some people work out.
Love all kinds of goodies.
If you're single there, there'll probably be some smart, overachieving single girls there. Go ahead and
That's right.
go meet them.
So you're gonna go to the Rogue? We're all going.
Who?
Me, Gabe, tons of people in the chat.
Damn.
We're all gonna be there.
Dear Bill and Katie.
I'm driving, dude. 12.5-hour drive. I'm doing it.
What city is it in? Austin?
Yes, I believe so.
Dear Bill and Katie.
Dear Bill and Katie. Think of the behind the scenes.
You know what
They
I
don't do
you know
behind
what
the
you know what I
scenes.
want, dude? You know what I want? I want one of those 200-foot ropes.
So you can use sled poles?
I don't know what I would do with it. Yeah, I'd do some shit like that with it. I'd do something with it. I asked Bill if those were made specifically for the games.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I don't think they sell those on their
Are they?
website.
Is your driveway long enough?
Yeah, I live on a country road.
In your
I live-
palatial estate?
Yeah. Three Plain Brothers Empire has plenty of room for a 200-foot rope. God, my wife would hate it if one of those showed up. You know the size of the box that must have to go in?
How much would that cost to ship?
It's nuts. All right. Well, thank you. Thanks for checking in. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, no,
You
we
bet.
can ask Pound Gabe later.
Every day.
All right.
All right, bye.
Bye. Brandon Waddell, that box the rope came in is the same size as your mom's box. Oh, jeez. My God. Fanny Spiegel 1999. See you guys tonight, 6 p.m. Bye-bye.